The plan for Whiskey Cake. We were trying to come up with something that gave you that warm hug feeling for a dessert. And the dessert came about first. It was the thing that the owners and our chefs created first for the whole concept was born. And we built this concept to pair up with it. And they couldn't think of a name for the restaurant. And they were like, well, we've got this great whiskey cake. And they went, oh, that's the answer. It is the world's greatest dessert. It's based off an English-style toffee torte, so think sticky toffee pudding, right? It does have whiskey in the cake. There is a little bit of bourbon in the vanilla anglaise underneath, and then we make a house toffee sauce, so it's bourbon vanilla anglaise, whiskey cake, house-made toffee sauce, spiced pecans, and homemade whipped cream. It is the world's greatest dessert. The menu celebrates local culinary traditions in the region because we try to focus on it tasting like Texas. We're a Texas restaurant. In Texas, you, for example, cook on 2 types of wood. It's either mesquite or pecan, right? And so we focus on using live mesquite in all of our cooking as much as we can over our grill and our rotisserie. So we get a lot of that great Texas flavor. And then when we focus on those local farms, we get to buy things that are grown and made right here in Texas. Sourcing from local farms is so important because it's important for our community. And so if our restaurant exists in this local community, we want to be part of building it, making it grow. Also, people are often unaware of all the great, amazing local produce in their area. So we get to introduce local artisans and creators to our guests and kind of make this connection for the people who live around you. And fresh food just plain tastes better, you know? So if it came from somewhere nearby, instead of having to travel a long way, it tastes better, it supports the local economy, it highlights people doing good work in your city. So we focus on local farm food. It's really, really cool. We do a great job with it because we hire real chefs. So they get to create new dishes for the menu as it rolls out. Once a month, they get to create a couple new dishes. And then every month, we let those artists be real artists and create these massive 5-course pairing dinners. And so they really get to flex that culinary artistic muscle and do some refined cooking as well. We're trying to elevate kind of common American cuisine. We've got a small store up front where we highlight local artisans and local creators. I've got a staff member here who makes some of the candles we sell up front and use whiskey bottles so we can resell them at the front to kind of keep that recycling and purpose reusing going. We are going to make a smoked old fashioned today. People really enjoy this cocktail in particular. One, old fashions are classics and we're a bourbon bar. We've got 350 different labels of bourbon on the wall, so we really lean into whiskey drinks. But the smoked old fashioned puts on a show, right? Because you get to come out and I light it on fire back here behind the bar, but we flip it over, it presents the smoke, and it really changes the flavor of the regular old fashioned. That smoke adds just that little bit of depth to it. It is 2 ounces of the Woodford Reserve bourbon. It's gonna be a 1/4 ounce of our house simple syrup. It's gonna be 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. And we're gonna stir it up and smoke it over live mesquite so it pairs with all of our smoky, delicious food. The thing I love most about what I do here at Whiskey Cake is the connection you get to make to people, right? So we have all these great local vendors who come out and we get to know them by name and shake their hands. And then we get the same kind of feel from our guests. We have regulars who are here every night for social hour or who have all of their special occasions here. We've had a lot of anniversaries and proposals. Dining can just be eating, you know, filling that kind of human need for food, or it can be this experience. And trying to make an everyday dinner into an experience is what Whiskey Cake does and why we love doing it.